United Way Community Schools bring together many partners and a wide range of support for families, youth, and communities. Here's their story.
I have 3 kids that go to Dunnigan. The thing that concerns me is their safety and getting the education that they should.
Dunnigan, over the last few years, has become close to about 94% poverty level.
As a community, I feel that parents should be more involved, and I see a lot of kids that don't have that support system.
What makes a community school is a school combined with a partner and community members. It changes the opportunities for children and families. It changes a community.
Being part of a United Way community school definitely gives my kids options that a lot of children don't receive in other places.
It is about a change of culture. It is about a change of a community. It is about a change of a school. It starts with the children because that's the main focus, of course, but I think the partners and the community members that engage with our children and families experience goodness, so it really, in large, affects everyone. Poverty brings an ugly side of life into a community, and becoming a community school has given the families an opportunity to bring their children to a level of education that perhaps they would have never had the opportunity to have.
There's a lot of parents that don't even speak English, and that's something that the school welcomes. One thing that I try to teach my kids is that just because they're young, don't mean that they can't make a difference. 2 of my kids are part of the leadership program at the school. It pushes them because they have to be a positive role model and they must maintain their grades.
When you put your monies into a community school, you can almost see the results immediately.
My one daughter, she struggled with reading very badly, and now she is confident enough to pick up a book and read on her own, and it just made her confidence level go through the roof.
Your time and your money is well invested in the children directly and within the community to change it.
United Way definitely helps parents become engaged and part of their children's education. There's no book out there on how to be the perfect parent. I must be doing something right for my kids to be doing so well.
As a community school, my hope is that children who now look at college as a possibility, families whose dreams are becoming reality, can hope for a better life for their children.
Our kids are everything to us, and that's all I can ask for out of my kids. As long as they're giving 100%, I will give my 100%, and nothing but victory could come out of that.
Joining us in the studio is Linda Hamilton, chair of the United Way Community School Council. Hi, Linda. Great to have you here on The Peak.
Thanks, really great to be here.
Your day job, so to speak, is with Crayola in Easton. What's your involvement with the United Way and the Community School Council?
Well, I'm Crayola's Community and Employee Engagement Manager, and in that role, I lead the Crayola United Way campaign every year, along with a co-chair. And the more involved I got with United Way, the more involved I got with the community schools.
And Crayola has been very supportive, but what is the tie-in between Crayola and the United Way Community Schools?
Well, we believe in having a strong community that is going to have creatively alive kids that grow up to be engaged adults who succeed in life and give back to their community. And what better way to do that than by showing the community that we believe in the United Way and we support the programs.
Let's talk about the future, where you like to see this program and where United Way would like to have it go even down the road.
Well, you know, we want to bring resources to the school so that the kids have what they need to succeed. if they don't get those resources through their personal life or outside of school, we need to bring them to school so that they can get some eye care, they could get healthy meals, they get breakfast and lunch and a hot meal every day, and that way they succeed. A hungry child doesn't learn.
And we sometimes think that everybody goes to school on an equal basis, and that is probably the furthest thing from the truth. You're trying to level that playing field out, though.
We are. We're trying to reach the at-risk community, the kids that might not have all of the resources they need. And if companies like ours don't step up to the plate, we're not going to have a future workforce to call on. We're not going to have an educated group of kids that understands technology, that can do everything from our manufacturing all the way up through company leadership. And well, every company feels that way.
Yeah, as they say, you are dealing with that, with our future. And you must have so many success stories, you know, to talk about it. Any personal stories stand out in your mind?
Well, I'd love to tell you what some of our employees did with a community school. McKinley Elementary School in Allentown. It's in downtown Allentown. It's an old building, and we have a group of women in our company, and they were looking for a community service project. And the kindergarten room was someplace that you and I wouldn't want our kids to have to be in kindergarten all day. And they took that room and made it into a welcoming, wonderful, warm environment where kids could come and have everything they need to succeed. Those are the kind of things community schools enable us to do. They look for volunteer groups.
And I think that's key. You have to have the right environment to make the kids want to learn, to make them desire to learn more.
Absolutely. And you have to have the right environment for the teachers to teach. And a teacher, and they can't do everything. They can't be all things to all kids. So they appreciate the resources that come in. They appreciate that community schools can hook them up with a group like our Crayola Win team, who came in and helped make the school a better place.
Well, certainly the United Way and the community school program is really making a difference in the community.
It is, and we need more businesses like ours to step up and say, what's the closest school to my business? Where are the kids going to be going after they get out of high school? Are they going to be coming to us for jobs? What can we do to help them succeed?
Linda, if a business or an individual would like to get involved in a big way or any way, how do they go about doing that?
You know, it's important that everybody get involved, especially parents. They want to make sure their children succeed. So a parent or anyone in the community could reach out and give, advocate, or volunteer by just looking up the United Way on the web and finding the local contact and giving them a call, and they will find a way for them to either volunteer or give their support.
Thank you so much for being here, Linda, and thank you for really making a difference in the community.
Thank you.
For more information on the United Way Community Schools program or anything on today's show, thepeaktv.com. And remember, every day is your chance to become your best self. This is The Peak.
The Peak is a production of ASR Media.